up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel today. This week, I'm going to do our weekly review like we did last week. That's why it's a weekly review, I guess, of what we called, what did I call it? Horsepower and Bourbon. So this will be week 2 of that. Before we get into that, if you guys would consider subscribing to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Hit that little subscribe button down there, little bell next to it. That way you're notified when we put out new videos. Gonna try to keep this one going weekly. So far, so good. I've got plenty of bourbon at the house. There's usually always something to talk about, so let's get into it. So, to get started, we're gonna do an E.H. Taylor small batch this week while we're chit-chatting. So, little cork pop. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That's good for tonight. So, people, I did get a few questions about some of the, like the Blantons. This is a Buffalo Trace product. Comes from their Mash Bill 1, which also includes, let me remember this one off the top of my head. Let's see, Buffalo Trace, which is their namesake. Eagle Rare. There's a few other ones, but there's a lot in there. They got a couple different mash bills. A lot of these products are Buffalo Trace, but you know, so we'll get on into that. Get a little hint of oranges. Very, very good. So, last week wasn't too eventful at the shop as far as dyno stuff. So there probably won't be any dyno videos in this. The reason for that, we had a electrical malfunction with the dyno. A sensor went out and apparently probably hurt the main stack, the controller for the dyno. So we were kind of dead in the water with that. Had to troubleshoot that for a day or two. Got some parts back and forth. DynoJet was very accommodating, very easy to work with. So, I mean, they always have been a great company. And we got that all fixed and is now working. We did wrap up last week, which I'd hoped to have wrapped up and dynoed and done to do a separate video on it. But what we're going to consider our level 2 NA package for 2018 plus cars, which is going to be a cold air kit, headers, long tubes, off-road mid-pipe, then a 93 and E85 tune. So that's what that consists of. We'll go a little more in depth on that when we actually get to it. So the reason we're doing the different levels and going to try to put together certain packages is we are actually finally in the process of getting our website together. So we brought on Marcy, who's been a longtime friend of myself and my wife. So we brought her on. She's very good at the internet, the website. She's very good at the website design, that kind of stuff, all that kind of media stuff. That's kind of what she does. So we've got her building the website slowly. I'll put a link to the website down in the description. Check that out. We're trying to add more products every day. We've discovered it's a very time-consuming deal. So if you don't see something that you are interested in, we can get a lot more than what's currently on the website, obviously. But just, feel free to email us, and, I'll get you pricing on stuff. We can get you, see what we can do for you. Get you something sent out if we're the better deal for you, or, whichever, Don't be scared to price shop us. Then what else do we got going on? The dynos broke down, so, nothing really there. We've got Buckwheat is finally fully mobile, driving under his own power. It's been a little bit of a process getting that all switched over, kind of like I mentioned last week. All the Holly stuff is now up, operational. Everything's doing what it's supposed to. So we should probably see some dyno videos of it next week. And maybe we can drag Jim in here. Get him on tape with us. Have me somebody so I don't have to sit in here and drink alone. But other than that, let's see. The Corvette for my buddy John, that got all wrapped up. Just got to do a few little things on that, break the clutch in a little bit more. That'll be ready for it to go back to him. We're getting ready to get on to some changes we wanted to make on Larry's NMRA Limited Street car. You know, we got our data from Florida. You know, everything went very good in Florida, but there's always a little bit of room to change some stuff. So we may make a video on what we're going to change on that, because it kind of touches on a few. It's kind of like an update on some of my older videos. You know, show some tools in action and a few processes. I didn't do this during the winter while we done our change, and now we're doing another minor little change. But we may discuss that. But other than that, let's see what else we got going on. So talked about the NA package, buckwheat being done, Corvette's done. We got a carb run. Well, that'd be in next week's. So, just wanted to do a little quick, short one for you guys. I'll try to dig up some, maybe an old dyno blip or something, just so there's a little excitement in here. But sorry, there ain't no real good footage. You know, the dyno being broke down, all that kind of put a damper in our week of having a couple fun dynos to put up on there. So, as always, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me on our Bourbon and Horsepower weekly review. Then, like I said, if you consider hitting that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. And we will catch you guys next week. If you got any bourbon requests or anything like that, drop them in the message, or, you know, I got plenty more at home. But see you guys next week.